is going on? In the present, so this would be end of October into early November-ish. We've got the Queen of Wands. This could be you, Sag. Got a fire sign lady, but this could also be a male in the general readings. Again, for some of you, it'll be a male person. For others of you, it'll be a female. And for even others of you, it will be you. So if it's someone else, could be another Sagittarius, a Leo, or an Aries person. This seems to be somebody you work with, if it's not you. So I do feel like some of you have got your eye on somebody at work, or they've got their eye on you, and it does seem like it's another fire sign. And you're kind of like, oh, I've done this before. I've been here before and it did not turn out well. Dare I do it again? Because the rune of, oh, this did not turn out well last time. Oh man, what am I gonna do? Yeah, because maybe this has happened before. You dated someone you worked with before, and I mean, a lot of people do. Let's face it. We spend so much time at work. You're more like, it's where we meet people. It's kind of, you know. I think all of my friends are people that I've worked with. And sure, I've dated a few here and there. And yeah, it can be tricky if it ends or it doesn't work out. Sometimes it can cost you a job, or that can happen. And maybe you had like one of those worst case scenarios happen in the past, Sagittarius. So, but yeah, this is a very bright, vibrant person. Very goal oriented, very career focused, and very good at making money. So this, particularly if you recently started a job or are going to be starting a new job, maybe you're interviewing here at the beginning in November, or you're finding out you've got a job you interviewed for in October, because we do have an offer, an increase in finances, a new start financially, essentially. So yeah, new job, new gig, maybe you got promoted. And I mean, this could be the person interviewing you. She could be your boss. He or she could be going to be your new boss, who you report to, or somebody you'll be working with, because there is this rune of group. So it's like working together as a team, or it does seem like you're really going to like a lot of the people there. This is like you're finding like-minded folk. You've got you feel like everybody kind of supports everybody else. They do their work so that, everything gets done and it all runs very, very much to routine here. So yeah, but for others of you, this is just showing that, this is you, and you are going to be getting a job offer that's going to be very fortunate for you. There's a lot of potential for growth here. And you're feeling very excited, very positive about this. And a lot of this is, you already, I'm sure most of you killed it at the job interview, but if you are interviewing in November, you're going to knock them out. We do have Mercury retrograde in November, so it's not the best month to start a new job. If you could delay it until early December or even the 1st of 2020, that would be best. But you got to do what you got to do. You certainly don't want to pass up a good opportunity just because of what the planets are doing. And if you interviewed for it previously, like back in October or maybe even earlier, that's okay, because something coming back around is well favored during a Mercury retrograde. If it's from the past and repeating, that's different than like totally starting the process in November. And this looks really good. So, but it is kind of like the offer, like someone inviting you, like someone hiring you. So, very interesting, Sag. Now, the challenge, we've got the Two of Cups in reverse. And here's what it looks like in the upright. So your challenge in the month of November, the first thing I got coming up is going back to this and like, oh my God, because this is about a split up, a breakup, a separation, a divorce. So the first thing coming up with what we were talking about is those of you that have this person that you like at the new job or whatever, maybe this person from the past that you ended up marrying, or the breakup was just really bad. Maybe you married somebody you met at work or met at a previous job. And that's what's coming to mind when you're like, oh no, here we go again. I'm really attracted to this person and we work together. But for others of you, maybe you're going through that right now because there's a big shift or change here. Or again, there could be a triangle thing going on here, Sag, where you're married, but you're ready to move out of that. You're ready to make a shift or change. And now, not every Sag in a relationship is going to be getting a divorce or wanting to separate. So if you're cross-watching, this is a general reading, and it does not apply to all Sages. I'm sure there are very many, tons of happy Sages in relationships out there. This would not be a message for them. But concerning those that are, those of you that are meeting someone at work and you're already in a relationship, it does seem like though you've been wanting to leave for quite some time. So this has been kind of over for quite a while. Emotionally, you left a long time ago. Because when the Two of Cups is in reverse, it's like the connection has been broken. It's already been severed. It's just a matter of the physical, making the physical shift or change, making the physical move. And it's coming up as your challenge to do that. So, we get comfortable, right, with our routines. And yes, even relationships, even the most loving relationship can become a routine. We can lose that spark or grow apart. Not every relationship is supposed to last forever. Very few do. So, I think your challenge is to decide what you're going to do about this in the month of November, Sag. For others of you, it's just kind of overcoming this, like feeling like this is going to turn out the same way this last relationship did. If you're those of you that are crushed on this new person, your challenge is to move beyond this. Not everything is going to, that was a different person. It was a different time. Just because you met someone else at work again doesn't mean it's going to end up the same. So yeah, but your challenge could be, and some of you are already, I think, maybe going through a divorce. So maybe, your challenge could be moving on and trying to figure out how to do that. But yeah, there could be a big shift or change in a relationship though. And whether there is going to be a rift or at least a period of disagreement or discord. But again, it doesn't mean the whole relationship's going to end for all of you. Those of you that are happily married or, it does seem like there could be an argument over travel. And we do have Thanksgiving in the United States in November. So some of you could be like, it's just stressful. Well, are we going to go there? Are we going to fly to your folks' place? Or are we going to go to spend it with my family? Or how are we going to take the kids to both? It can be very stressful, right? So there could be some disagreements or bickering over that. Maybe one of you doesn't want to go to the other one's. You don't want to go to your in-laws, or they don't want to go to your family's house. So yeah, there could just be some quibbles over that. But there could be hurt feelings with the Two of Cups in reverse, even in good, strong marriages and relationships, just because it is such a stressful time in November. But let's take a look at the help that's going to be available. Got a major arcana here, the Temperance card. This is your card, Sagittarius. This is, that's the card connected with you. So this is about balance and patience and a bit of waiting. I feel like there is something you're waiting on, but it's like you're waiting on the joy because you got the root of joy and some action goal that you're planning to take. So I feel like you are keeping something to yourself, and that is wise. So there is a secret you're keeping. Well, for some of you, there's a secret you keep. Maybe it's this job, and it's like, you know, you're not telling anybody at work because you're not going to give your notice until a certain time. So you're really excited and can't wait to get going and can't wait to start this new job, but you still got to kind of finish out your time at somewhere else. So you're keeping it under your hat. But you're still going to have a bounce on your step. I mean, people may be like, why are you so happy, Sagittarius? What's going on? You know, people may be a little bit suspicious. Others of you, I think, you're planning this shift or change. You're getting ready to shift and leave a relationship. And some of you may not even be interested in anybody else. It's just you're done with this. You again, some of you have already left a partnership that you're still living there. You're still kind of going through the motions, but it's been a long time coming. But so you've got this plan, and you're actually quite excited to kind of be free again. Sagittarians are truly always happiest when they're footloose and fancy free. Most of you. It's a very freedom-loving spirit, you know. And if you're in a relationship and you're not happy, then it may be time to consider, well, maybe I'm not happy because I need to fly free for a while. Or at least I need to fly with someone who respects that about me, right? And understands that about me. And maybe is that way themselves. That's kind of your best partner, Sag, is somebody who is, you know, that way as well. Because when you come together, you create something else quite beautiful, right? This is about melding opposites as well and creating something new. So yeah, there's something that you're keeping secret here. Some big plans you've got, but you're really excited about them, but it's a waiting mode. And that's the help anyway. They're advising you to do that. You know, wait for the right moment to reveal your hand, Sagittarius. Now there could have been, if this is relationship based, there could have been a bad argument, or, you know, I feel like you may feel like somebody's always trying to manipulate you to get their way, or, you know, start arguments to get a rise out of you. It seems like, you know, and somebody may be trying to do that in November. They may suspect something's up with you, but you're not, I don't think you're going to reveal it. It doesn't look like most of you are going to, but they're certainly advising you that it would be best to wait. What must be accepted? We've got the Seven of Wands in reverse. So this is letting your guard down with someone here, Sagittarius. A new person, a new beginnings, a new spark. Some new passion. So it could be the new job. It could be the new project she'll be working on there. It could be a new person again. But yeah, this is something that is, again, this is a very warm person. So I do feel the fire energy coming off of this person. I do think that for many of you, if they're not a fire sign sun, then they've got either a lot of fire in their chart or a rising sign in fire, because you have a lot in common. But they're, you know, they're on the good side of fire, right? Because this person's in the upright. So yeah, you're letting your guard down and maybe sharing some things that have been building up and building up, because I'm getting kind of like this dam that's been building up and things you've just been kind of stuffing. So it may have been, you know, to do with your previous job or previous relationships, or, you know, an unhappy relationship you've stayed in, you know, that have been building up and building up. And you're just kind of letting your guard down and sharing with other people. Or one person in particular, what you've been going through. I do think many of you will share this secret at some point in November, but again, remember your advice. It's about choosing the right time. Don't blurt it out in an argument or a fight. Try to avoid that. Because somebody may be, again, trying to goad you into giving something up or trying to trick you or manipulate you into saying something that you're not ready to say or something you're not ready to reveal. But I do think most of you are going to choose the time. Like, you will share this. It will come out in November and you're going to feel so relieved. But it is a big deal, whatever this is. It could be a life-changing month for many of you, but in a very good way. I feel like you're leaving something negative behind or starting that process. It is a big shift or change when it comes to relationships or breaking contracts, leaving jobs. It is going to be quite different, but it'll be worth it. Now, some of you, it could be that this job is in another location. It's going to require a move. And the person that you're with, lives, maybe you're not married, but they live, in the town. So you're going to be leaving and it would have to be long distance. And so you may be, some of you, kind of having to tell this person and decide, are you going to come with me or are we going to break up? Or, you may be having to kind of make a decision because I don't feel like turning down this job is an option. It's just too good of an opportunity. But yeah, there could be challenges around travel just in the month in general, Sag, because of that Mercury retrograde. So I'm not seeing a huge amount of it, but with this room coming up here in the challenge, there could be some delays and things or some minor frustrations, as there always are when Mercury goes retrograde. Your outcome for the month is the Four of Cups. So this is kind of the overall energy of this card is boredom. It's just being bored. There are offers on the table or someone's offering you something, but you're not thrilled with it. So this could be talking about negotiations with this. Perhaps the first offer. Trust your intuition and kind of feel your way. Because of failure here, though, it indicates to me that you can get a pretty high salary here in negotiations if you're doing that in November. So if you're not thrilled with that first offer, Sag, get them to come up a little bit. And, your intuition is going to be very strong. Like, you're going to feel the cap, right? You're going to know when that's going to be it. For others of you, this could be... like someone making an offer and again, it's like not one you're that interested in or thrilled about. So it could be a romantic offer. It could be someone apologizing for something or, trying to make up for something, but it may just be too little too late. Your intuition is going to be maybe screaming like this will just happen again, or this will just, I just am not feeling it. You're not feeling it with something here at the end of the month. And, the outcome, at least for some of you, of what we've been talking about. So trust that feeling and don't miss an opportunity to leave something behind that you're just bored. You're done. It's over for you. You left it a long time ago, and anything that's feeling this way, you're just kind of sticking around because you are maybe scared to make the leap or feel intimidated to make the leap or haven't really had time to think it through. You're still kind of, I think November is a month where there's the waiting and the planning and the figuring it out, but then, you are going to take the leap or at least reveal that you're taking the leap. And that could be why someone is like, no, please stay. Maybe this is your soon-to-be ex-boss. Be like, hey, we'll offer you more money if you'll stay. And you're like, nah. You're just so excited about the newness, whether it's the new job or the new person, that you're not going to be tantalized or tempted to stick around and keep doing whatever this tired old routine is. But that's what I see here, Sagittarius, for November. All in all, a pretty exciting month. Overall, it's a feeling of joy and enjoying talking to somebody, feeling excited about opportunities, feeling excited about the changes that you're planning. And the tricky part is, you know, when to reveal your plans and what you're doing, and the reaction probably of the people you reveal it to.